So here in the main stage, we continue with Ukraine, and so you guys will talk about lean tools in war crisis. So nice to see you, Serhiy, and hope everything is safe there for this moment. I leave
Yes,
you on stage.
thank you very much. And while Igor and Marina are unmuting themselves to join me, I want to say that it's a great pleasure to present our story and to share the story of true leadership in Ukraine. As a head of Lean Institute Ukraine, for me, it's a pleasure that we have such company as Jabil Uzhgorod in Ukraine, and such leaders as Igor Fomenko, general director of the company, and head of Lean office, Marina Kostik. And their story, it's a true success story, how to overcome crisis when the crisis is huge. Crisis is war. Igor, please start sharing your story with us.
Thank you, Sergey. First of all, guys, thank you for this opportunity to share our experience, to share our result, and to tell our story and what we did during this 1.5 year. Just brief numbers in regards to the Jabil and some small facts. Jabil is a really global company. It was introduced in United States in 1966. This is today one of the top 3 biggest manufacturing service provider in the world, with annual revenue almost 35 billion USD. It's represent in more than 100 countries, and one of them are Ukraine, and especially Jabil Uzhgorod. Jabil Uzhgorod was introduced almost 20 years ago, and it started basically from garage. Today, this is almost 500,000 square feet of manufacturing space, with more than 2,500 experienced people who is working here. Today, our company in Ukraine is serving such markets like automotive, smart home appliance, this is basically consumer market, and telecommunication. With all those portfolio, we was able to achieve a lot of certificates, which is supporting us to produce the products for our customer. We have common use in the world 9001, and we have some customized for particular account like BSC, this is food safety standard. In regards to the product, sorry for this, I want just to give you understanding and flavor that we have really diversified manufacturing from the telecommunication with their high complex, high-tech product to the consumer market with high labor intensive product like coffee machine, milkshakers, head-up displays, and automotive devices, which is head-up displays and electrical vehicle chargers. I want to share with you the story of the Hydra, and this is a water snake with 9 heads, and when you're cutting one of these heads, 2 heads appear instant. And I think this is exactly how we are behaving ourselves today, and this is one of the biggest not improvements, but properties of anti-fragility, which is not only our factory is showing today, but whole Ukraine is big Hydra, where our enemies try to cut 1 head and 2 heads appear as well. With these anti-fragile principles, we discover basically the lean, because it gives us possibility to focus, to engage people, to motivate them to do something different, to do something better to do this more efficient in this hard time for the country, hard time for the company. And to be honest with you, for me, this was the breeze of the air during the hard period of time, and we found the way how we can focus the people to do something creative, not to focus on the situation which is happening in the country, not focusing on the blood. And Lean bring us this miracle which shows us that we can do better, we can do extra mile, we can be more efficient, more satisfy our customer and give to the customer exactly what customer is needed. With all this, I want to share with you some numbers which we achieved during this year. But to be honest with you, numbers is not showing exact work that was done by the team. It's not showing how much people was engaged or involved in all those transformation, because this space we was not covering with Marina together. We was covering this space with the people from the production floor, from the office, from the canteen. It was involvement almost to full scale of the factory. And with all this, we was able to achieve, or this was the result, that we got something like 2 million hard saving and 2 million that we was able to cover demand drop. And still we are profitable. And with this lean vehicle, we did last year perfectly. All other Jabil sites cannot understand this miracle and this Hydra effect. What I want to say to him and share is that we start to use, I think, the most simplest, most visual and most practical lean tool. This is basically Yamazumi. This tool start to be utilized so widely that it's right now in use not only by engineering guys, but this is right now main tool for our manufacturing guys, because they can easily adapt it, they can easily use it, and they really can easily identify what they will do today with simply red bars in it. And again, we are not stopping. This is already become our routine and daily tasks.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon. I'm happy and proud to have the opportunity to share the examples of our lean transformation with the global audience. This is one of the example of our shop floor transformation related to the optimization of line design and flow. And on the screen, you can see the line layout before our transformation. The line occupied a huge area. Red line illustrates the flow, and it obviously was not the optimal one. Also, around the line, there were a huge quantity of components on the trolleys and in the big boxes, and periodically each operator had a need to stand up, take a box to replenish the component which consumed. Of course, such replenishment model broke the cycle of the line, and there were a lot of wastes. With the usage of Yamazumi balancing chart and thanks to the dedication of the cross-functional team from manufacturing, engineering, quality, test department, inventory control, we eliminated all this waste. We rebuilt the line using U-shape approach, implemented the external feeding and the water spider replenishment model, and the layout of the line after the Kaizen event, it's showing the huge benefit and transformation. So from what we gained, it's a significant area reduction. This is a significant improvement of line balance and operator balance rate. Also, with no investment, just as Igor told, with the Lean Miracle, using simple tool as Yamazumi balancing chart, we were able to do the same volumes to meet the same customer demand, releasing 4 operators per shift and dedicating them to other line where demand increased. This resulted into great financial benefits with almost $300K of annual hard saving. And again, no investment, just lean tools and dedication of cross-functional team. Another great example of Lean Miracle is transformation in our warehouse area for the storage and kitting processes. As you can see, the red lines illustrating the spaghetti diagram and the flow on the kitting and our warehouse. And there is a lot of extra movement and waste which we had at those times. Using this spaghetti diagram, using the Yamazumi balancing chart, we rebuilt and optimized the processes. For the kitting area, we also changed the layout using the U-shaped concept, and now they're replenishing the component with the 3 circles. The smallest circle, it's replenishment for the frequently moving parts, and the middle and bigger circle are for the parts which are replenished not so frequently. And the components are locating also accordingly. Similar logic had been applied to the warehouse storage process. Before, we put on the bins component after receiving, just using the logic, okay, here we have empty bin, let's use it. But again, doing the analytics and using the lean tools, we segregated the warehouse area and dedicated them not only to the particular customers, but dedicating to particular product families. And now all components put on bins, stored and replenished accordingly. It significantly narrowed the scope of warehouse employee processing area and eliminated a lot of transportation, motion, and other wastes, and did a huge benefit in terms of efficiency improvement, brought us more than $130K of hard saving, again with no investment, with lean tools and Lean Miracle. Also, our great lessons learned from the shop floor transformation and also warehouse, it's a optimal balance of lean and automation. Previously, we were so strongly focused on the automation that we start to think, okay, let's automate this, let's automate that, let's automate this process. But Lean showed us that if we would move with this approach, we had automatized a lot of waste. Now our approach is standard for all the processes. First, we arrange Kaizen event. First, we apply lean tools and methodologies, transform the process, eliminate the waste, and only afterwards we support this process with automatic solution for some hard activities, highly repetitive activities, like automation for hard pallet transportation. For this, we implementing the robots. For some component movement, we implement the robots, but such approach, the combination of lean, eliminating waste and reasonable automation where it's really needed, help us to avoid unnecessary investment. It was also additional benefit and cost avoidance. Another great example of transformation is our approach, our new approach for operators training. At a certain moment, we understood that we have all resources in place, good training centers, specially dedicated trainers, but for some reason we were very slow. The ramp up for new operator took from 7 to 9 shifts. Once new operators start to work on the line, he or she affected the line performance by 10–20%. Of course, this is not those state what business expects from us. Our expectation was that operator is skilled and once entered the line, start to perform as all other experienced operators. We understood that we had no efficient and standardized methodology for the training. And we, with the help of Sergei and Sergei's team from Lean Institute Ukraine, we had a great workshop for TWI. First, we analyzed the top operations on our production and created the skill matrix that if operator dedicated to this line, he or she need to know that set of skills. For another line, another set of skills. This was the basis to develop the motor skills simulators, like you see on the photo, the simulators for component placement, for labeling, screwing, cabling, and other top required skills. And first stage of our new training process that operator pass this motoric skills training on the simulators for needed skills on certain line for certain product. Then second stage is the usage of TWI approach, training within industry, where using 7 standard repeatable cycles with the real product, with the real components, trainer and new employee start their journey to for quick and efficient training how to perform the operation. And here the results was really amazing and outstanding. Using this approach, we now our ramp up for the new operator, it's a couple of hours versus the 7–9 shift we had before. And this also great benefit not only for quickly get on board new operators, but we start to be very flexible to react on demand changes. We have a low season for one of our customer and demand increase for another customer. We are very quick, flexible, and efficient to quickly train employee for another operation and reassign for another line. And this is our huge benefit. And other Jabil sites also start to replicate this best practice across our other factories in other regions. Great supporting tool in this process. It's also standard operation card as a golden standard for the training and also the foundation to follow the best practice on the line day to day during the production.
Yeah, thank you, Marina. One of the main takeaways of the team during the year, and I think this is one of the retrospectives that we did after the few Kaizens, that the most important stuff for you need to sustain the result afterwards. You need somehow to fix what you did. And what we understand that this is very important to have a proper leadership, to have a proper daily management of a line. And with this understanding, team was introducing the team lead concept. This is basically the person in the particularly in the line who is providing the servant leadership to his group. He is supporting their needs in order to give them possibility to focus on quality and output. And with introducing this on a few of the line, we really saw a difference in the output, difference on the on engagement of the people. And this was again one of the evidence that Lean is working, that the challenges which in front of us can be easily taken, but you need to properly focus on it. This team lead program was really fast extend to rest of the facility, and right now 85% of our lines after the Kaizen events with the reduction of the headcount of the line, we take free out people and introduce them like a team lead with really fast adaptation of the guys, with giving them opportunity to understand what Yamazumi chart mean, how to use standard operation card, how to use TVI. All those tools, they're really simple for understanding of ordinary people. And they are simple in usage and implementation of improvement with their help. With all those, I want to say that all these numbers are saying that Jabil Uzhgorod is really one of the competitive factors, not only within Ukraine, but in my perspective, all those numbers are saying that we are competitive in Europe as well. During this year, with all the challenges that we had, we was able to maintain 100% customer satisfaction here in Ukraine. We didn't miss any single shipment during this high time for whole Ukraine and for our borders as well. We was able to extend our customer portfolio, and right now we are introducing one customer here. We was able to launch without external support 73 new projects. And I'm proud of this result that our team was able to get in 2 years in a row the biggest prize of Jabil Lean community. This is delivery best practice competition. We did this already 2 times. And again, thank you for this opportunity to show that we're still fighting, and still we are looking forward, and we know that we will better day after tomorrow. Thank you. And Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for your support, for your reactions. We see all your hearts and thumbs up and all your reactions here. Thank you, and we were very happy and we were very proud to share our experience, our lean journey, and our great examples of transformation. Thank you.
Thank you once again, but it's not over because we have questions, and the first one is from me. When we started our cooperation, just a couple of months after the invasion started, for me it was so unbelievable that in these hard times, Jabil is wanting to discover new solutions and new instruments. Was the situation as like a push forward for your company? Do you consider that somehow this situation even helped you to be better?
For sure, Sergey, like I mentioned before, this is basically a Hydra approach. That when somebody is cutting one of the heads of the Hydra, 2 appears instead. And here, Lean was the point for us, for factory, for this region, to make the things differently. Because during the first day, first week, it was really big depression, not only for me personally, but for the whole country. And somehow we were thinking that we need to do something in order to to start to focus people to some positive. I understand that during the war, everybody should be consolidated, but in the same way, some positive slides are supposed to be. And exactly these lean workshops was for us that to show, first of all, to the people that we're willing to invest, we will not close the facility, and it's really important. And this investment in the lean was one of the proof to the people that we are thinking about our tomorrow. And this give understanding to the people that they will have tomorrow. They will have a tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Igor. Another question from Brazil, from Gustavo. I would like to answer it because it will show you the leadership. Do you plan to apply floor and line design into office environment? For me, it was really important to understand that after our success on the shop floor, Igor, as a manager, immediately requested new workshops in the offices. And now, under his leadership, we are working with all departments in the company. And I think it's a huge benefit because all in the company, they see that he is not just trying to push on production, but he is involving everybody. Thank you, Igor, for this initiative. Another question, how did the management cost change after the team leaders were implemented? Marina, I think it's for you. Do you think and do you know that maybe the management cost increased after adding team leaders, or they decreased even?
Yeah, so from the first moment when we start to invest the team leader concept, it sounded for us like, hey, we need to introduce one extra person, which will be just staying on the line, not involved into the production. It's like a non-value add person. But we did a trial, so-called ideal shift, where with all the same condition, the same people running the same product, we just implement for one shift the team leader, and with the help of Sergey and our local manufacturing team, we supported this new in the role team leader, helped them where to pay attention and so on. And the result of this ideal shift were really outstanding. It was I don't remember by heart, like
8% minimum.
Yeah, or even more. And then we tried it again and again, and each our trial proved that this team lead, his or her appearance on the line give us now at least 15–20% of extra line efficiency. And doing a simple mathematic, we understand that having this one person, we had much more extra benefit instead. So this was really beneficial.
Thank you. And the last question was, is the lean methodology spreading into other companies? And this is our last answer. Jabil Uzhgorod is having lean tools and is spreading lean thinking by the example. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Lean Global Network, for this opportunity. Christopher, the word to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Serhi. Unfortunately, we cannot have time for more questions, but again, I recommend go to the lobby, talk to people, enjoy this time. There are a lot of questions to be talked about. So thank you all. Thank you, Ukraine. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.